Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome to new. My name is Mark, and today we are back with another Twisted-Wonderland reaction. Checking out another batch of school uniform vignettes. This is for SCARABIA, and we're starting with Kalim. So, as always, if you want to see all this early access before YouTube does, you can check it out on Patreon in the description down below. The support over there means a lot to me, genuinely, and it allows me to keep pumping these out as much as I do, because I have time to do it now and all that. Anyways, I appreciate all the support. As always, shout out to Songster Studios for the vignette. Link is down below. To the House Warden vignette specifically, you can find Jamil's after Kalim's once I get to Jamil's and all. Anyways, the point is, let's do this. I don't know where I'm going with this intro, man. Like, subscribe, the notification bell, hit the like button over on the original videos at for Songster Studios. And then this one's called Hanging Out as Friends. That sounds wholesome. Let's check it out. Kalim al-asim. Mr. S's mystery shop. Oh, Sam, right? Let's see, I bought dried fruit, spices. Yeah, that should be everything on the list. Cool, you got your doing shopping list. Cool, cool. Alright, tonight's banquet is a go. Hell yeah, man. He can be organized at times, although, did he write the list or just Jamil? Doesn't matter. Oh no, the banana chips are falling. Damn, that sucks. Got it. Thank you, Riddle. Hey, Riddle, how you doing? Happy to see you. You came in for the save. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Got it. Here you are. You're a lifesaver, Riddle. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, you're a lifesaver, Riddle. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's quite the load you're carrying, Kalim. Yeah, it is for a banquet, apparently. We're a banquet for our new students tonight, so this is for that. Smart. That's cool. Sounds fun. I'd go. You're a housewarming, but you were the one tasked with running the errands. Alone? Yeah. Alone. It is what it is, man. Is that weird? I was doing decorations at first, but Jamil suddenly insisted he'd handle those. Yeah. Maybe. Alright, so this is either a surprise for Kalim, maybe, or Kalim was doing something with the decorations that Jamil did not like. Which, knowing Kalim, it could be anything. So, he might not be wrong, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Thought I hit play. Whoops. I was so excited about making the tables glitter by sprinkling them with golden. Yeah. That explains a lot, man. That explains a lot. That's... Damn. I mean, we know he's rich. So, like, that's not that's not surprising at its own. But just, like, making the tables glitter by putting golden jewels. Make everyone rich. Ruin the economy. But that's extreme. Too extravagant, I think, for a college. I can imagine why Jamil was so adamant about taking off. Me too, man. Me too. It worked out, though, because then I was appointed the vizier of shopping. Oh, yeah, man. So they found a tactful way to toss you out. Yep. Exactly. And I mean, to be fair, shopping is really hard to screw up, but it can be done. Getting the wrong thing, getting not enough one thing. Like, so that probably means Jamil put made the list together for him as well, I'm assuming. You say something? Nope. Not a thing. Exactly. While your efforts towards arranging this welcome party are laudable, do not forget your position as housewarden. That is true. I guess that is true, but at the same time, at the end of the day, house wardens are students too. The only difference between a lot of the students and like Kalim or Riddle is that technically they're in a position of authority. But they're still students at the end of the day. It hasn't been long since you assumed the role, but you've yet to make an effort to act the part. I recall some very loud yawns that are less being fair. fair. They're both feelings are valid. I understand where Riddle's coming from, but at the same time, I also understand where Kalim is coming from because meetings can be very boring. Ugh. I don't know if I'd be loudly yawning, but I understand the sentiment. If you remember Heartsobule, I'd have had your head for that. Well, he's not, to be fair. I get where Riddle's coming from, though, I do genuinely, because, like, he does care about being House Warden and, like, having the position and the respect. Well, maybe not respect. But, well, actually, yeah, probably respect you, but he, like, he holds the position to a very serious standard. So I do get where Riddle's coming from. But I do appreciate that he's not, like, crashing out and yelling at Kalim right now. Progress. No, I think that's normal. I don't think Riddle crashes out all the time. And I also don't know if this is before or after the overblooding for Riddle, so could be later on after that. That's funny. Whenever I yawn in SCARABIA, Jamil prepares my bed for me. Man, Jamil knows you better than you might know yourself, man. Maybe. But damn, man, I do still feel bad for Jamil that, like, at this point he's the babysitter, the protector, the social translator in a way for Kalim at certain points. And like I damn, man. But that is funny that Jamil prepares a bed for him whenever he yawns, bro. That's dutiful. But hopefully Jamil gets breaks. You and Leona are immaculate examples of how one can be ill-suited to be house leaders. Depends on the dorm, I think. Because not all dorms have the same standards of, like, how they operate, so Kalim is good for his dorm, for SCARABIA. Speaking of, are you getting enough sleep, Riddle? You seem really on edge. All that stress is going to take a toll on you. Damn, man. Don't have to call him out like that. So this could be before he overblooded. But at the same time, it could not be. But stress will take a toll on someone. Must I stand here and take advice from you? You're so lucky you have Jamil to look after you. Yeah, he is kind of lucky about that one, man. I really do hope, though, Jamil gets to take breaks. Where he's not worried about Kalim. Although, to be fair, Kalim also might just be the, like, he might not be able to turn off his ability to worry about Kalim. So he might just, even when he's on a break, he might still worry about Kalim, actually. Never mind. He's the best. He's a good cook. He's smart and top it all off. He's a super nice guy. I bet he's a good cook. I want to try his food. He is definitely smart. And to top it all off, he does seem like a super nice guy. He's very pragmatic, I think. I think that's the word I used last time, pragmatic. Or maybe he's like a realist. Something like that. Like, Jamil, not Kalim, Jamil. I keep occasionally mixing their names up. I gotten better at it, but I do still occasionally mix their names up. Jamil is a super chill dude. On edge about Kalim, but chill. Jamil's the one making all the food for tonight's banquet too. Is he the only one? Does he not have help? How much food are you making? Are you having him make? Do you not know how to cook? Kalim, watch you, maybe not. He might not know how to cook. Hopefully by the time he, if he doesn't know how to cook, hopefully by the time he leaves the college, he learns how to cook. So he can survive on his own if he ever needs to. So you're saying it's the vice house warden who keeps SCARABIA running and you're fine with that? That's what he is saying. Well, no, the thing is, like, Jamil, SCARABIA, or at least Kalim is like the spotlight. He's the face of SCARABIA. He's the face of, like, what SCARABIA believes, how they are. And Jamil, he keeps the machine running. And he's also not I don't believe Jamil is a very outgoing, expressive guy like that. He could be, and he's just, like, toning himself down because of everything that he has to do, all the stress and all that. But, like, he works in the background to keep things running while Kalim handles the spotlight and just being the general face of SCARABIA. It's all about teamwork, right? Yeah, exactly. You don't have to take everything upon yourself either, you know. If you ever need help, you can always come to me. Exactly. That's right, Riddle. You can go to Kalim. I like these two together as well, man. I think they could be fun. They could be fun best friends. I could see it. And I ask again, must I stand here and take advice from you? Come on, Riddle. Kalim's not that bad. Sure, he's very oblivious and super positive and optimistic. And it's adorable and nice to see Kalim always be so happy. But Kalim is alive so far. And I'm sure it's not all just because of Jamil and everyone else taking care of him. He probably can take care of himself. So I'd take advice from Kalim. Honestly, I would take advice from Kalim on certain things like fun and like friendship and teamwork and all like that. Well, okay, friendship's a little iffy because like to be fair, then they are like okay. Point being, I would take advice from Kalim on quite a few things. Depends on the thing. Oh, forget it. Shouldn't you be focusing more on your task at hand? The cooking can't start until the busy era of shopping returns. That's right. That is right. Crud, you're right. Catch you later, Riddle. Catch you later, Kalim. Catch you later, Riddle. Goodbye, Kalim. Why did you stop? Yeah, why did you stop, Kalim? I know you stopped. What's up? Because I think you should come to the banquet. Hell yeah. That's hanging out as friends. I get it. I should what? You should come to the banquet. We're both sophomore households, so it's about time we hung out as friends. Exactly. That's right, man. Hanging out as friends. I do see these two being friends in the same way like Camille and Jaleem have like their almost kind of dynamic, but like much more healthy, and like Riddle being the more grounded, like even keeled guy, and then Kalim helping Riddle loosen up and like have fun more. I could see that. I would like to see more of them together. I appreciate the invitation, but it's far too short notice for me to. We're gonna pig out on Jamil's spread and drink and sing and have all kinds of fun. Man. I know now that I know that Kalim does see everything as like he assumes everyone's agreeing with him, and so he goes about like that. But it's funny a little bit to see that. But at the same time, damn, poor Riddle, man. Thought I hit play. I keep like my headphones sometimes want to play, sometimes they don't. Everyone's gonna flip after they hear they've got Heart's housewarming coming as our honored guest. True. Well, okay. Will they flip with happiness or fear? Again, it will depend on when this takes place, before or after overblotting. Fuck. My phone fell. I don't have a dedicated stand for it because I'm missing a little thing for like actually attaching it to the tripod that I have. I do have a tripod, but I don't have something for like the back of it. I have a pop socket right now, but I don't have something that's like can attach to like the either here or to my tripod so I can attach it. I don't remember what it's called. Sucks. But it is what it is. I have other plans tonight. I must see to my broom in preparations for tomorrow's flight class, and he doesn't care. Flying? That gives me a no. I don't know what the idea is, but it's not a great idea. Gonna be honest here. Honestly, not a good idea. Whatever it is, do not do it. It might kill people. Motherfucker. I've got an amazing carpet in my room. We could use it. Aladdin? Is that you? I gotta get my flashlight. Give me a second. Okay. I have it now. And let me try this again. Oh, let me try this time. There we go. Hopefully this works better. We could take a night ride through the Diamond Sky as tonight's main entertainment. Sounds fun. That does sound fun. Risky. And something called liability. You gotta take account to that, but fair enough, man. Jamil will make everything work out, hopefully. A night ride? You couldn't possibly need one of those flying carpets, could you? Yeah. He does, I guess. Not just could, I am. Come tonight and we'll be freewheeling to the ends of the world together. Hell yeah, man. I do like seeing them together already as friends, man. The amount of hijinks they could get up to and adventures, I could see it. But also, is it weird that I would rather ride on a flying carpet than a flying broom? I just feel like a flying carpet would be a lot more fun than a flying broom. It might be a little more risky if you don't have anything to hold on to. But I just feel like it'd be a lot more fun than a flying broom. Is it just me? Does anyone else think that? Wait. Yes, go on adventures. Well, I may perhaps have a smidgen of interest. After all, such artifacts are counted among the Scalding Sands national treasures. Ooh. I knew we had it. That's how you get Riddle, man. Artifacts apparently are of interest to him. Now, is it all artifacts or certain artifacts? What else does Riddle get interested in? How do I interest Riddle more? Anyways, a smidgen. That's funny. But such artifacts are counted among the Scalding Sands national treasures, and he just has one in his room. What kind of national treasure is it? How's it a national treasure if you have one just in your room? I don't know, man. I don't get it. Fair enough, though. I could hardly refuse such an opportunity, and the experience could prove valuable for my own study of flight. True. Leave it to Riddle to make this sound irrational or logical. Too bad. Oh, stupid question, but is there, I feel like there should be some kind of vignette, like art illustration for these two on a magic carpet. Like, there's like prime opportunity for like some kind of art illustration. But I know there's a school uniform that there isn't. But I just think that'd be cool. Anyways, and it's decided. It is decided. I shall arrive later tonight with a gift in hand. Pie should do nicely, I think. Ooh, pie. What kind of pie? I like pie. I like all pies. Except for lemon. I hate lemon, personally. I'll have Trey prepare one so you can have a taste of what we enjoy at our dorm's tea party. Don't bother? Damn, man. What? Oof. Sorry, it's just that I only eat what Jamil makes me. Damn. That's... okay. Pragmatically, it makes sense. Because anything could be poison. But at the same time... damn. Damn, man. Way to shut him down like that. But at least he does say sorry. And he does say why he's saying no. But it also does make sense. Especially, like, if Jamil's been the one cooking for him for so long, as well as it could be poison, so you gotta make sure it's not poison, man. Or something like that, I don't know. I'm guessing it's like that. Why? Valid question. Back home, I can't even tell you how often I felt ill after eating things that were prepared for me by others. Oh. So was I right about the poison? Or is he just magically ill or allergic to anything that's not made by Jamil? Or was everyone else just such shitty chefs that only Jamil was the good one? Or did Kalim get so used to what Jamil made that his body reacted negatively to anything that wasn't made by Jamil? I don't know. I'm like spitballing ideas here. And I'm not talking about little stomach aches. I'd be unconscious in the infirmary for days on end. Damn. Okay, so probably not allergies, poison, or his body shut down anytime he ate something that wasn't Jamil's food. I don't know. It's magic. I'm sure magic can make just about anything happen. to an extent. Jamil and Dad used to say that was the fate of the Asim family's eldest son. Ooh. Lore. Near the end of this vignette, we get a little bit of lore. Okay. Jamil and Dad used to say that was the fate of the Asim family's eldest son. Do we ever meet the dad? Or mother? Or anyone else in the family? Oh, that's off topic, but was the fate of the Asim family's eldest son. Okay. Poison's still on the table. But that's so specific to the family's eldest son. A curse? Was the family cursed for some strange reason? Does this sounds serious? So does this play into like the like actual book for SCARABIA, the book of SCARABIA or whatever it's called later on? I imagine it probably does because it does sound serious. Like specifically mentioning that this was the fate of the Asim family's eldest son sounds like something that would appear again. But my only guesses are poison or curse. But why only the eldest son? If you, the poison doesn't quite make sense now. Because it's only the eldest son. Why would you poison only the eldest son when you can just poison everyone? Not saying you should go on poison anyone, but it would make more sense to try to poison as many as possible for whatever reason, political reasons, so that they none of the children inherit the family, assuming there's more than just Kalim, sibling, maybe. I don't know if he does. But assuming he does, why not poison everyone else? Why not poison the dad? Or even... Okay. So, I can't be the only one. Knowing this now, am I the only one who thinks that Jamil is a major weak point? Like a major weakness of Kalim? Not just in like that Kalim listens to Jamil, but in like if something happened to Jamil, what would happen then? Would Kalim just would he just be forced to adapt to something else, to someone else's cooking, or would he just not eat and just perish from starvation? Would Kalim survive without Jamil? Is another question. Would he die of a broken heart? Would he just be able to survive without Jamil? Okay, I might be looking a little too deep into this. Apologies if I'm looking way too deep into this. But this kind of stuff I live to learn more about. Anyway, I made a rule not to touch anything other than food Jamil's made personally. That's fair. That's actually fair now. So I appreciate the offer, but I'll have to pass. That's fair, man. I appreciate that he did explain the reasoning behind it. Genuinely. Like, he told her, he wasn't just like, no, and didn't elaborate. He was like, this is what I've heard, this is what's happened to me in the past. Like, he provides, like, follow-up. I do appreciate that. The Asim family is known the world over for its vast wealth. If you're the eldest son with plenty of siblings beneath you, plenty of siblings. So he does have siblings. Okay. Could it be that you were poisoned? Okay, maybe not cursed, but... Well, to be fair, they haven't mentioned that only Kalim's been the one that's had bad food. But, like, it would make sense to poison more people, or... Well, also depends on who's doing the poisoning, actually. It could be from within the family. I don't know how contentious or serious it is to, like, be the eldest son and, like, take over the family or whatever. If that's, like, a important thing. But it could be inter-family war, poisoning, and Kalim's just none the wiser to it, maybe? Huh. Anyways, I mean, the curse thing still stands. It could still be a thing, who knows? That's where my mind went the first time. I still stand by the fact that I do think Jamil is he's a vulnerability, not a weakness, because Jamil's not weak. I don't believe he's weak at all. But he is a vulnerability. He might be the only real vulnerability for Kalim, currently, where Kalim is. At home, sure, he has, like, his dad and mom or whoever else he maybe trusts. Well, okay, well, he trusts everyone. Okay, never mind. Never mind about that part. But like back home, he might have people, but only here, he only has, as far as I know, Jamil. So like, that's a little dangerous. Anyways, it could be that he was poisoned. Oops, all this standing around means I'm gonna be actually, huh? Jamil's gonna be mad. I mean, I think Jamil just be happy that you made it back here with everything. Anyway, see you tonight, Riddle. Yeah, see you tonight, Riddle. Perhaps that boundless positivity of his can befit a housewarming after all. Yeah. Aw. I'm glad that Riddle's smiling. I just like seeing Riddle smile, man. And Kalim. I like when they're both smiling, man. But yeah, that positivity can help. Like, every housewarden brings their own thing to it. Except for Leona. I'm actually not quite sure what benefits he brings to being housewarden. Aside from just being strong. What? How exactly does Leona benefit from being housewarden? How did he become housewarden? I don't remember if someone told me in the comments. Someone might have told me. I might have asked it. But how did Leona become housewarden? Did he kill? Maybe not kill someone. Did he fight someone for it? Like I think Riddle did, or someone else did. Someone fought someone for the throne for a housewarden position. Anyways, that's Clean's vignette. We're gonna move on to Jamil's. I'll see you in a second. Okay, we're back with the school uniform called My Face Always Looks Like This. Damn. Make sure you hit the like button on that video, then come back here. Make sure you hit the like button on this video if you haven't already, and hype the video on YouTube about. Anyways, cafeteria. Looks like we hit up lunchtime too late to get any seats. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. I see 2 open seats there. Excuse me, but would you mind if we... Damn. President Ruggy and Leona. Jesus Christ. Just talked about Leona, and here he comes, man. Damn. Huh? Hey guys, now do you see you in the cafeteria? Ooh, they don't eat in the cafeteria often? Okay, fair enough. True, I normally prepare lunch for us myself, but... Oh. But what? Last night, I scarfed down everything he was saving for today. Damn. Damn. Valid, though. I like food, too, man. I'd do it, too, probably. I would scarf down everything that Jamil made for me. Easily, just like Whooper Tray. But damn, man, clean. Merciful Sands, why do you think I go to the trouble of preparing your lunch each and every day? I'm trying to keep you safe, yeah? Yeah, poison. Some poison. Hahaha, sorry Jamil, totally my bad. Yeah, it is your bad. Here's the thing about Kalim that I've noticed now. How do you know if he's actually... okay, with Riddle, with the last time when he said sorry to Riddle, that... like, you could tell. He was serious about that. Like, about saying sorry for, like, saying no, and all that. And then explaining himself. But when he's, like, all happy like this, how do you, like... Does he actually mean sorry, or... and because when you say totally my bad, it doesn't... When I hear someone say totally, like, my bad, or something like that, it just doesn't sound as... like, genuine to me. The totally part. It just sounds too carefree. But at the same time, this could just be Kalim, and he could just mean it. Mean everything he says. Who knows? Wow, that was sure magnanimous of Kalim. Yeah, it was. Yeah. We're lucky the lunch here is a buffet, so there's no need to check for poison. True, true. I guess. Okay. Well. Actually, I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna say that there might be a need. If only because... And... Again, this is incredibly, incredibly specific to this world. And the fact that there's magic. But... Would it be possible, hypothetically of course, to poison something that only affects someone specifically? I feel like... Because this is magic at the end of the day. Granted, I don't know what the rules are to magic as a whole. If there's, like, actual limits, or if there's, like, imaginations galore. But... yeah. Anyways. Who knows, you might need to check for poison. You never know. Or magic in that case, I guess. It's been ages since I ate something other than your food. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You two done yapping yet? Ruggy, go get me the hamburger steak. Damn, man. Why do you have to always pick the most popular thing in the buffet? The line will take forever, yeah. But it's also probably delicious. Hamburger steak sounds good. Never had it. Sounds good, though. I'll line up with you. What would you like, Kalim? Yeah, what would you like, Kalim? Everything. Don't worry about it. I ate all our food, so let me stand in line instead to make up for it. Damn. Risky, but okay. Someone could have been sent to the school to kill you. There's really no need to. But he's off anyways. But I want you. I'll take care of it, so just tell me what to get. Okay, fair enough. The cream pasta then. Sounds good. I'll try it too. Thanks. One cream pasta coming right up. Be right back. At least Kalim. I do appreciate. I can hear the music starting to pick up, and that's when things are gonna get a little more serious. But I do appreciate that Kalim does like take responsibility like that. In his own way, he takes responsibility. Leona King Scholar, yeah. From what I hear, he's a prince of some kingdom or another. He certainly acts the part of one of those indolent, haughty royals. Yeah, he does, man. He does. Yeah, he kind of does, actually. Yeah. Jamil, you're really thinking, man. I do find it funny. Jamil's just like, he's the prince of some kingdom or another. Nothing specific, though. Anyways, I will be right. Apologies, I am back. Let's continue. I don't remember where I left off, man. I was gone for like a minute or two, so I don't remember. I think I was saying something about how. All right, I found it funny how Jamil just calls Leona some prince of some country or another. I thought that was funny. Alright, how about you spit out what you want to say instead of staring? His face always looks like that. That explains why what he's saying. Yeah, man. Oh, it's nothing. You just stand out so much that it's hard not to look. That is true. He's also tall. Kind of. Kind of tall. Yeah, sure, that's not what that face is saying, though. His face always looks like that. It's the face he was born with. My face always looks like this. Yeah, exactly. Do your eyes always glow like that, too? That's a valid question. That boy is green as grass. I can't imagine what he's thinking, hanging out with a schemer like you all the time. Damn. A schemer like you. Well, to be fair, Jamil has to be a schemer to protect Kalim. But Kalim kind of is green as grass. Okay, wait. Actually, I didn't think about this, but does Jamil have a problem with royals and stuff? Because he did say back there, like a few sentences ago, when he was thinking about how haughty royals or whatever, like does he like have a problem with royals specifically? Did a royal F him over or something like that? I don't know. He just doesn't get that any one of these nights could be his last, huh? No, he doesn't, but not by Jamil's hand, probably not. You think I would hurt Kalim? Outrageous, yeah, exactly, that's outrageous, man. Man, Leona's picking a fight. He knows how to pick a fight. And I just think, I don't know if he would win against Jamil. Because Jamil was probably trained to some extent to, like, in martial arts to protect Kalim physically, so I think Jamil would put up a good fight. I have served him loyally since we were children, and not once has my mind wandered to such heinous deeds. Hell yeah. That's good. That's good. Kind of tragic in a way that you've been serving him loyally since you were children. Like the thing that I've always found a little in like stories like these. This is not the first story I've seen like this, but I have read stories in the past about how like being raised since a child to serve someone else alongside. It's a little archaic to me. But it probably does happen nowadays still in certain countries and stuff like that, maybe. I don't know. But it just always felt archaic to me. But at the same time, it does make sense to have, like, someone of the similar age to, like, serve alongside, serve under the, like, someone of the similar age. Like, I get that. But at the same time, it just feels like a waste of a, like, potential extravagant childhood or something like that, if that makes sense. Like, it just feels locked in to like a path from such a young age and actually forced to go through, maybe not forced technically. Okay, gonna get a little deep here. Could this be a form of brainwashing? If you're raising someone from such a young age, from basically a baby, essentially, maybe not literally, but like super young age, to like serve this specific person, could that be a form of brainwashing? Maybe not like the most obvious kind of brainwashing that you see depicted on TV or in other stories, but like could this feels like it could be kind of brainwashing in a way. Gotten way too philosophical, way too deep, and yet I don't. I hope no one hates that I went down that rabbit hole of questions, because it is an interesting thought to have about brainwashing and like being like basically like a child soldier, but less of a soldier and more of a child servant. That's not really better, actually, being honest here. I mean, technically, some of these kids might be child soldiers, technically, well, depends on how war and all that happens and if they really need child soldiers. But like, the point is, it's an interesting thought process to go down. But I believe Jamil that he has never once wandered to there. You keep telling yourself that, oh, you're picking a fight, bro. Okay, you got lucky that Kalim showed up. Jamil might have whopped you. Here's your cream stew. Cream stew, Jamil? That's not cream pasta. Wait, stew? That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, you asked for pasta. Yes, you did ask for pasta, Jamil. Oh, you sure? All I remember is you asked for something creamy. Poor Jamil, man. But I mean, but like, to be nice to Kalim, yeah, that's a thought that counts. At least he got something creamy. I just hope Jamil's not allergic to cream stew, or whatever's in the stew. That's very unfortunate if he is, and he hates it. But it's the thought. Genuinely the thought that counts. Kalim is the definition of the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, I think. But like he always means well. It's just he means well at the expense of others sometimes, or all the time, depending on who you ask, probably. But like he is literally the epitome of it's the thought that counts, or he means well. And you're half right, but it doesn't matter. Thank you. You're right. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's stew. It's food. Thank you. What is it now, Kalim? It won't do you any good to stand there. Sit. Damn. I just forgot to grab a spoon. Be back in a sec. Jesus Christ. Kalim, man. Kalim. Wait. You'll burn your hands if you run around with that stew. Put it down first. Yeah, put it down, man. He's like his mother. And I kind of think that's adorable at the same time. Here's that steak and rice you wanted. All good now? Steak? That's not hamburger steak, man. Oh, maybe that is hamburger steak. I thought they'd be split. Now she took some. Now I want dessert. Dessert? Tell me that before I get out of line next time. This sucks. Damn, man. I know. I'll butter up Kalim so he'll line up for me instead. Damn, man. Ruggy, man. Ouch. The stew's spilling. Oh, that's unfortunate. Will you put that bowl down? I'm begging you. Stop running around with it, man. Jamil's like his mother. Really is, man. Maybe not. He looks kind of occupied. Yeah, he does, man. He does. Jesus Christ, bro. Interior hallway. Now that was a decent meal. I bet it was, man. Sounded good. Yeah, I really liked it, though not as much as Jamil's cooking. Fair. We only came here for lunch. Why do I feel so exhausted? It's so valid, bro. You must have it rough looking after Kalim, huh? I can't deny it. Yeah. Yet I think it would be far more painful to have to serve someone like Leona. Yeah, I definitely think that, man. Because at least Kalim, he can be agreeable. and he's actually just generally positive. Leona, I don't know what trauma he might have or what backstory he might have that made him the way he is, but hopefully he's not just naturally this way his entire life. If he is, fair enough. I just kind of want him to have some trauma. So I want him to be a deep character. I like deep characters like Riddle. If you saw my anime reactions to season 1, you know I went deep into Riddle's traumatic backstory. I hope I can do the same with Leona when that airs in December. And I will be checking out the trailer to season 2 or the teaser to season 2 at some point. By the time you're watching this, actually, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have probably already posted the reaction to it. But yeah, I'll be checking it out at some point soon. Can't say I agree, honestly, Kalim's so nice it just makes me uncomfortable? Really? Kalim's so nice it just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know if I'd agree with that, personally. Okay, I guess I can't say I disagree with his opinion, but I disagree with the thought that Kalim being so nice would make me uncomfortable, for example. But I guess it depends, because like there is such a thing as being too nice. If it's like it probably also depends on the person as well, like the person that's being nice, because like with Kalim, if I met Kalim and he was this nice, like how he is, and like all that, I'd believe that he's genuinely just a nice guy. It just doesn't seem like there's anything malicious about him. Currently, he could probably be malicious if he wanted to, but there's just nothing. I don't see any kind of I'm not waiting for a shoe to drop with his niceness. Other people, like Leona, for example, if he suddenly started being so nice like that, I'd wonder what happened. But with Kalim, I don't think I'd be uncomfortable. But of course, it depends on like the niceness and like if it's like 24/7 stuff like that. It probably also depends on that. Like it's subjective, I think. But also, I guess for Ruggy, what little I know about him kind of makes sense. A lid for every pot, I guess. Yeah. Ruggy, get a move on. Damn, man. A lid for every pot. Yeah. A lid for every pot. That was a blast. Makes me think we should eat in the cafeteria more often. I'm sure you'd prefer not having to cook every day, too. Maybe. No, absolutely not. I would, in fact, prefer to make your lunch. I don't blame you, man. But I'm sure Jamil would like to have some cafeteria food occasionally, maybe. Well, because I assume he probably makes his lunch and Kalim's lunch, right? That's the logical line of thought. Who knows, though? It depends on really what kind of food the buffet has at the school. Oh, when I was in college, they had a lot of good food, man. A lot of good food. Unfortunately, some of it was quite expensive. It's unfortunate. But, yeah. You would? Yeah, you would. Yes, I never want to venture into the cafeteria again, so please, no more late night snacking. Damn, man. No promises. Damn. Poor Jamil, man. Jamil definitely has it rough. I do wonder, though. I asked this during Kalim's vignette, I'm pretty sure. But I do hope Jamil gets days off. Just him. Even if he can't fully turn off that side of him that worries about Kalim, being able to spend time doing something that he enjoys. I don't remember what hobbies he has, because I'm pretty sure someone has been posting like character profiles in the comments. I do appreciate that. I just don't remember what Jamil's hobby is, if he has one actually. But like, I hope Jamil does get time to himself, to like de-stress, to decompress. If you can't stop worrying about Kalim, as long as he's like still decompressing, fair enough. But anyways, that was Jamil's vignette, and I believe that is it, because for here there's only for SCARABIA there's only Kalim and Jamil. Yes, there's only Kalim and Jamil. Let me just triple check. I can check right now with the playlist I'm watching. Yep, it's just Kalim and Jamil. Hell yeah. And as for orthos, when I get to orthos and Ignite, I've been told go for the archetype gear, not the regular one. So I'm gonna apparently go for that. I genuinely have no idea which one to go for because I do want to do an ortho one. I like ortho. From what little I've seen of him, I do like him. I have questions about him. But at the same time, I don't want to be spoiled if I can avoid it. So, like, who knows? By the time you're seeing this on YouTube, I probably already recorded my reaction to it. So, we'll deal with that later. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching my reaction to the SCARABIA school uniform vignettes. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, hit the Patreon. Check out the Patreon down below for early access. Check out the original video in the description down below for Kalim's vignette. That'll take you to that, and then from there you can go to find Jamil probably. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time, my name is Mark. Never stop being yourself, stay safe, and I will see all you incredible people in the very next video.